Let's go to the issue, cost of living. We've talked about that, of course, but this figure out today, they say in New South Wales, there's been 1,300 people already charged with driving off and not being able to, or not willingly paying for their fuel. Prices are going up, Prue. People are under pressure. It's certainly a big issue. I see it in the supermarkets. I'm embarrassed to see, people have to put stuff back into the basket. They can't afford it. I just think we're headed for all sorts of trouble.
We really are, Peter, and this government's ignoring it. And they've done nothing about it. They proudly boasted a $22 billion, what was it? Not a deficit, the...
surplus, $22 billion
Thank
surplus,
you, having a mental...
Yep.
And, yet they've, they wouldn't spend the money on, restoring the fuel excise, which was, 25 cents, that would have made the difference for us in at least getting it under $2. So, they're just all words that, they say that they're really in tune with the fact that the cost of living's gone up, but in fact, they're doing nothing to help us. And, these poor buggers who live in suburbs where there is no public transport, they have to pay tolls, they have to use their cars. They're the ones who are really doing it tough.
I've heard of some people, Peter...
And country people.
Yeah,
yes,
country people and kids, just to get their kids to sports, in tears. And, they do resort to this petrol theft. It's awful. I think there's going to be a lot more of it.
I've got to ask you, Tina, I'm watching Mark Butler, he's the Federal Health Minister, say that he's got an open mind to what's happening in New Zealand, now announced by the Tories in the UK, that they're going to progressively ban cigarettes for particular age groups, so that over sort of 20 years, cigarettes will be removed from sale. They will be prohibited. Now, I don't smoke, but if it's a legal product, I think get out of the way of smokers. What worries me, though, at the same time we're talking tough on cigarettes, we've got heroin, ice, meth about to be legalised in the ACT, and this whole debate about pill testing, which is backdoor legalisation of other party drugs for these rave festivals.
Look, everyone knows that smoking's not good for you, can kill you. Go for your life if you want to do it, but the really dangerous drugs that are having such a detrimental effect, cruel effect on our young people, they don't lift a finger to. It's absolutely disgraceful, and I don't think we'll follow the UK or England on this. It's a ridiculous idea. As a libertarian, go, like you say, if it's legal, go for it, stay out of our lives.
Hey, Dr. Helen Hutchinson, another of these green activists, Prue, is going to start to tell us how many flights we're allowed to take. Have a listen.
We're actually living in a climate emergency right now, and every small amount of emissions that we can possibly save, we really have to do. It's not a question of what we might like to do. It's a question of what we have to do.
Prue?
Well, this woman is sad. And, these moral grandstanders telling us what to do. We've had global boiling. Now we've got, catastrophes, all sorts of things. They're looking up the dictionary to find more ways they can scare us. These people are delusional. And
I hope she's got a bike, Prue. I hope I see her riding a bike with a little helmet on.
They're hypocrites too. So I just think we need to ignore these poor things. Talk about dinosaurs. We just saw one. She needs to go and bury her head in the sand.
And just quickly, Tina, I'm almost out of time. The ACT, the New South Wales pre-selection to replace the seat that Maurice Payne is retiring from in the Senate, Zed Seselja, Dave Sharma, who was the former member for Wentworth, Andrew Constance, state MP, who had a go at a seat, lost it. What do you think?
Oh, Dave Sharma, look, didn't just lose Wentworth one, he lost it twice. Andrew Constance cost us a state seat and a federal seat. It's absolutely disgraceful. The whole field, half of them are, 5 out of the 11 are recycled politicians. I'm disgusted that we haven't got more talent as candidates, Peter. It breaks my heart.
So am I. Tina McQueen, you should put your hand up. That's it, ladies. See you next week.